That's the way church ought to be, don't you think? Well, I got to get composed here for a second. I want to come back here to Salt Lake. Took a hike up the Wasatch last week, get a peek at life on the other side. The crisp air invites deep contemplation on life's enigmas. And given how baffled I am by the rhetoric of those who aspire to become our nation's president, my hike was of considerable duration. But you know, I finally figured out why the presidential hopefuls on the right want to build and extend all these walls and fences along our borders. They don't want to keep immigrants out of our country. They want to keep people with half a brain in the country. That's what's going on. Because there's going to be, one of them gets elected, there's going to be a mass exodus. So they're frantically building those walls higher and higher to keep people like us in. You know, if you like jazz, you're probably going to want to leave this country. My hike was also kind of productive in that I figured out some gift buying possibilities now that we have officially entered the holiday season. I found, for example, the perfect gift for all the narcissists on my Christmas list. Hey, I bet you too have to go shopping for a few narcissists. I mean, you know, they're like everywhere. Friends, colleagues, there's a narcissist or two who kind of slip into the family. But don't you find it remarkable how clueless they are about themselves? It's amazing. But I've got the perfect gift for them. I'm going to order from the Hammaker Schlemmer catalog, $69.95, a new appliance called the Selfie Toaster. There is a way to insert a headshot photo of yourself into a toaster whose perfect likeness will be pressed onto the slice of bread that comes up toasted with your image. They will never tire of this gift. I mean, how perfect is that? You know, with a piping hot cup of coffee, you can literally eat yourself. I mean, great way for a narcissist to start the day. But you know, there are so many new gifts we can choose from, created by smart gadgets that make our lives ridiculously easy. For $199, we can purchase a smart coffee maker. It not only knows the ratio between coffee beans and water, but it monitors the data it receives on how well or poorly we slept the night before. It then brews an extra strong cup of coffee if you had a horrible night's sleep. Man, I don't know if I want Mr. Coffee to know about the kind of night that I've had. You know, you got to keep, well, it's a little too intrusive. This kills me. $297, you can purchase a smart yoga mat. It analyzes your stances. An app alerts you if your balance is off and tells you whether to put more weight on your left foot or your right foot, and then scores you on how well or poorly you did on the routine. Really? I mean, is this why we do yoga? To have an app evaluate us? To receive a score? It's not, my guess is it's not quite the spiritual experience that the great yogis of India had in mind. You know, I'd rather fall on my face than be evaluated by a smart yoga. I just say, step on that smart yoga mat and just say, There are smart locks which will open your doors when your hands are full. There are smart flower pots that measure soil moisture, fertilizer levels, temperature, and light, and make adjustments to provide ideal conditions for your plant. I think we may be outsmarting ourselves. You know, it's really okay to have less than a perfect plant, or to put your groceries down for a moment to unlock the door, or fall down on your yoga mat because you lose your balance. I mean, you've got to be able to laugh at yourself, because if you can't laugh at yourself, you'll be eating your image at breakfast time on the slice of toast. When I finally reached the top of the Wasatch, man, I had a great view all the way to Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Now, like much of America, Cherry Hill has a mall, and the mall is all decked out to inspire Christmas shoppers. But unlike most American shopping malls, it will cost $35 for your kids to sit on Santa's lap. Wow. The widening gap of income inequality has finally met up with Santa. If you think about it, you know, Santa has always brought more lavish gifts to the children of the 1%, but he still remained accessible to all children. An equal opportunity clause for all little ones to dream big and ask for the impossible. You know, I figure Santa is sort of like the Bernie Sanders of the Christmas season, the mall socialist who allows every child to cry, dribble, and poop on Santa's lap. But in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Santa has succumbed to the capitalist system. It's conceivable that Santa might even vote for Donald Trump. It's possible. As I descended back down from the mountain, well aware of having 4 granddaughters, all under the age of 4, who are preparing their lists for Santa, I was relieved to know, and I was proud, that in Salt Lake City, every child is still entitled to sit on Santa's lap at no charge. How long this tradition will last is anybody's guess, but at least for now, I'm reminded once again that Utah is the one place you have to leave in order to discover just how much you really love it. The offering will now gratefully be received, and a reminder that your generosity goes exclusively to our musicians.